Hi, my name is Daryl Phillips, owner of Noir Apologia Gaming, and today we're going to be discussing the first ingredient, that is want to, ambition. Like, subscribe, share, follow, all the links are below. Hit the bell for notifications so that you can be updated on content whenever we put it out. Go to BiPolarEyes.net so you can find out what we do and for more content as we update that website. There's a donate button on there if you want to do more. It's not a requirement. I think it's like a $1 charge or something like that. So go there, just kind of see what we do, what we're trying to accomplish here, okay? So let me ask you a question. What in your life have you ever done without ambition? Can you name something? Even a simple matter of going and get groceries. You have to walk or you have to drive your car, right? Check this out. Those are simple things. When it comes to your life, it can be so hard. Without ambition, without want to. Dave Ramsey, he talks about when you said the three words that is the most important to change. That is, I've had it. When you say those words, you're ready for change. So the idea here is that starting out with the first ingredient here, want to, ambition, you're trying to build your mind up, especially for people like myself who had a low self-esteem. I didn't believe in myself. So where's the want to? You have to start with small, tiny little things and then build it up from there. That's ambition. So let's get into the discussion about this so you can understand a little bit about how to do it, when to do it, that there's such things as negative ambition. Ready? Come on, let's go. Let me ask you guys a question. We're outside and I'm doing this video. It's cold outside, so got a question for you. What's my ambition? Why I'm not inside right now and trying to stay warm? Well, very simple. Got to get this video done. This is part of the video. So sitting there and doing our thing, I had an idea. And I thought, well, maybe I could do this outside and walk around. That's my ambition. It's my goal. My goal is to finish the video. It's a different shot, and I'm not just static and sitting down. To be honest with you, I can't walk right, so it's kind of hard. But point is, what is ambition? What does it serve? Well, very simple. It's the goal. It's the drive that you have towards your goals. Maybe it's a simple matter of going to get food from a store. Maybe it's a simple matter of like I said, finishing this video. In the particular case of changing your life, this is years in the making. And you have to start small. I'll tell you a little secret about ambition too. People that are ambitious, that become ambitious, they're so goal-oriented that until they reach the goal, no one else can convince them that what they're doing is good. I'll use myself again as an example. These videos I do, I get compliments from people that care about me and other people, so forth and so on. But until it's right, it's not satisfactory to me because I have something in my head I'm trying to get out. That's a big sign that someone is ambitious, that they're not satisfied with the way it went. Even if it's a win, they're ambitious. Just think about that, this ingredient and why it's so vital. Because you can't do anything without ambition. And this is your life. It's very, very hard. You might have to deal with a lot of problems. And the deal is, without ambition, you're not going to complete your task. You understand? That's great to define ambition. How do you gain ambition? How do you gain it? Let me tell you a secret. There was a time I had no ambition. I have more ambition now than I have ever had in my life. Why? Because when you start to get good at something, you want to do more of it. When you don't believe in yourself, you don't want to get good at something because you don't think you're good at anything. Now, that's a simpler explanation. It goes much deeper than that. And that's why we do this when we discuss these different things, because it's not quite so simple, but it's a requirement. You have to try to gain it, and you do it with small stuff first. It's a step process. It's the idea of you starting out small, and then you get bigger and bigger and bigger until you begin to realize that you're not a loser. You're not a bad person, that kind of thing. Just think about that. Come up with ways to start doing things that you know you can do, but get better at them. That's the idea. This is connected directly to the third step, the idea of getting better at something inside your box first. So let me ask you a question. How do you continue to stay ambitious over the years? So maybe you start out ambitious and over the years it gets mundane. How do you keep it? Doing the steps helps this part of it as well. So check this out. Every day, I will sit there and I will think about subject matters and things like that. And sometimes it does get mundane, but I have to remember what I'm doing and the love that I have for you guys, the love that I have towards people like I really had in the past. I've got to remember what I'm doing. I have to always remind myself that you have to be able to keep your ambition. Otherwise, you know what happens? You get bored with it. And the thing that you love, you no longer love. Happens that way with relationships, happens that way with things that you love. So just think on that. You have to find different ways and reasons to do it. You should always ask yourself, do I still want to do this? Because it might be time to change a career. Maybe time to break up with a man or woman that you're with. Just think on those things, okay? So I got another question for you guys. How do you use ambition? How do you use the idea of want to? It's a simple matter of you putting one foot in front of the other and going to do it. In this case, we're dealing with people's lives, dealing with your life. It's a step process. That's why I do it this way, because carrying your ingredients is important. But the first ingredient you carry is you have to have ambition. It's hard to change your life. Hard, which means that you're not going to want to every single day. So how do you use it? You have to balance your life. Staying too focused, then you can ignore other things and people and human beings. Staying not focused, you're not going to be ambitious. So you have to balance your life. You have to find time to do what you have to do. Be serious about it. No distractions, In this particular case, you want no distractions because you need to focus. Focusing on what your task is vital. You can't have ambition without it. So think on that you have to eliminate the negative things, the bad things, the things that are not helpful to you, or ambition is not going to work. So think on that. All right, so let me tell you something. Sometimes ambition can be bad because if you can't keep it under control, you'll start to control other people. Just because you have ambition to do something doesn't mean everyone else does. They're not stupid, they're not dumb, they're not even lazy. They just don't like what you like. You don't want to be a dictator. Alexander the Great was as ambitious as you were ever going to find. He was also a bit of a dictator. He was also a bit of a tyrant. If you didn't do what he said, he would put you in prison. He'd call you a treasonous person. But we don't do that here. Not everybody agrees with you. So it's great that you have ambition, but don't make other people feel bad about it. Because the deal is, not everybody has ambition like you, maybe. I know this. I know that I have built up my ambition over the years. And so just because I have a better self-esteem or a good self-esteem doesn't mean you do. So how would you like it if I wrote that in your face? It's not good. It's not a productive way to do things. So watch how you act. Remember, I did that video on how to put together your life. And one thing I said was how people perceive you matters. So be careful about how much ambition you use, because you might end up becoming a dictator and push vital. I don't think you understand how essential it is to have ambition to do these things. You really can't do anything in life without ambition, but something as hard as your life and changing it, or maybe even getting a new career, learning something new, without ambition, you're just really not going to be accomplishing it. It's hard to do, especially if you have had a past like mine. All of the steps that I've taken to get here, all the steps I've taken to change my mind, they're very important, but it took a long time trying to figure out these things and so forth and so on. It's amazing how long it took, but I'm here and I continue to work on myself. Without ambition, I could not have completed that task. Remember to go to bipolarize.net to find out why we're passionate about what we believe in and why this is so meaningful to us and why we want to just try to help people be different, to give hope where there's no hope. And don't forget to hit the bell for notifications to be aware of more content when it comes out. Be safe when you're going from here to there, especially when you get there. There's crazy stuff that happens all the time. Just make sure that you just be aware of your surroundings, right? Be understanding of one another, not just from your perspective, but from theirs. You also have to be understanding of yourself and your limits. Sometimes when a person asks you for money or asks you for help, maybe you're busy and you can't at that moment. Don't make yourself feel bad. You can at that moment. But remember also that some people don't know how to walk. So if you see someone floundering, you see someone just not getting it, try to help them understand. Remember, life is fleeting. You're not promised your next breath. You're just not. I almost died 10 years ago, and believe it or not, I had a stroke in the Stop promise. Take now to do things, take now to help people, and enjoy your life, but do it in a way that's helpful to your community and outside. That's just my view of it. And until the next video, may the Lord light guide you in all things.